Hi and welcome. This is Mark Michelot from Building Aspirations. And Building Aspirations is a small business development and consulting company, and we help you build the business and the life that you aspire to. And what we're doing right here is we're addressing a question that we get in a lot of our workshops and a lot of our seminars. And it's the whole idea of business is slow, Mark. What should I do? How do I get more business? This is specifically for someone who has been successful for a while and all of a sudden there's a slowdown. Not necessarily for startups, but something that's been going well and all of a sudden there's a kink in the chain and it's like, what happened? Well, I'm going to provide you 5 tips to help you figure out what happened. And these 5 tips are going to help you diagnose why there was a slowdown in your business and what you can do about it. Tip number 1. This is attitudinal. Be ready to learn why. And this is tough. You may say, well, geez, of course I want to know why. Do you want to know why? You might be the problem. The decisions that you are making, the mistakes that you are making, you could be the problem. And I know from experience, this is really tough for a lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of small business owners, especially those of you who have invested so much of your life in the success, in the development, in the growth of your business. You could be the problem. And oftentimes I'll be with clients and I have to be so diplomatic about this because I know they're going to be defensive. And they say they're not going to be defensive, but you know what? They are right away. Oh, but sometimes I can't even finish the sentence. And they're ready to rebut why Mark's thinking is wrong. And my thinking could be wrong, my assessment could be wrong, but you know what? If you don't accept the fact, if you're not ready to realize that you could be doing something wrong, you're not going to be able to change it. So first is an attitude adjustment. Be ready to accept why there's a slowdown in your business. Tip number two, ask your customers, your clients. Have an audit, have a conversation. There's a lot of different ways you can do this. I mean, you can do it just anecdotally, just have a conversation. If you have a business-to-business organization and you have a smaller number of clients with bigger deals, take them to dinner, take them to lunch, take them to coffee, ask them, have real conversations about what it is. And there could be something related to your product or service. There could be a massive change in the market. There could be environmental factors, regulatory factors. It could be a pricing issue. There could be different competition. There could be something that you are not aware of. Your clients and customers are well aware of it. You just need that information. So ask them. Now, if you have a larger base of customers or they're geographically dispersed, for example, maybe you do it via a survey. Or maybe you just pick just a handful, and although it's not a survey, maybe have short telephone conversations with them. Or if you are a relatively medium-sized business and have bigger clients, maybe you have a roundtable. And maybe you invite 5, 6 of those clients together and have a roundtable day and discuss, maybe even a mini conference or something like that. But the point is that you need to do some research and go to the people who have the information, and they'll give you more honest feedback. Tip number 3, do a marketing audit. Look at your systems in your business. Is your marketing stale? I mean, are you using the same marketing messages that you used 5 years ago and everything else has changed? Is your competition doing something that you're not doing? Are you spending too little money on marketing? Or maybe the marketing suppliers you've gone with have changed, their quality has changed or something like that. This links to number 1 in that you need to have an attitude, be ready to accept that, you know what, maybe you've fallen down in your marketing. I don't know, but you need to do a comprehensive, honest marketing audit. Are we doing something wrong in our marketing? Now, tip number 4 is related to the actual items that you actually sell, your products and services. I would encourage you to at least evaluate the whole idea of repackaging. Because sometimes you just can take an existing product and an existing service and just change it up and repackage it, and all of a sudden you have success. There's a great example of, I believe it was Nabisco, a cookie manufacturer trying to sell these cookies in China. And they were selling these cookies in a package of 10, and it didn't work because the market just couldn't afford that package. The price point was just inappropriate for the target market. And there were 10 cookies in that little package, and what they did was they changed the packaging, literally changed the packaging, in that now they sold 4 cookies in a package and they charged half as much. And now the packages were just selling big time because they cut the price in half. Well, they really didn't cut the price in half. They cut the price for an individual package in half. But if you look at the cookie, they actually increased it because now they're selling 4 cookies for half the price of 10, right? They should be selling 5 cookies, but they're only selling 4. So they actually increased their profit margin. But the market was totally okay because they were looking at the price. So if you are selling a coaching package of 10, maybe you sell a coaching package of 5. Or if you are selling 10 pounds of something, maybe you sell 5 pounds of something. It's evaluate and investigate repackaging for your products and services. Tip number 5, value. I'm a big fan of value. Constantly and consistently add value. Think through, how can we add more value with our products and services? We're doing it right here, right now. We're giving you these 5 tips on how to more effectively grow your business. And this could be in a lot of different formats. For example, one of the things that's really popular in professional services is financing. Sometimes if I have larger clients or larger coaching assignments, or someone gives us a social media marketing project that's huge, they may need financing. I mean, we would love to send them an invoice, here, pay everything up front, but you know what? If this is a large project, they may need financing over X number of periods. And this is actually what I've done in some of my coaching practices as well. Instead of charging someone for an entire 6-month package, we'll sign a contract for 6 months, but you know what? We'll send them the invoices monthly. So this is a form of financing, and it's just easier for people that way. So although, quote unquote, the product or service didn't change, it did change because it's more palatable now. It's easier for them to finance, and that makes it more valuable. So think of, how can I add more value to the products and services that I'm selling? So these are 5 tips on help you to address the whole idea of the slowdown in your business. And let's go through these 5 tips real quick. Tip number 1 was be ready for an attitude. Be ready to learn why there's a slowdown in your business. It might be you. Tip number 2, ask your customers. You need to learn what the problem is. What's the challenge? Go to them to learn what it is. Tip number 3, do a marketing audit. Are you doing something wrong with your marketing? I don't know. You need to check. Tip number 4, consider repackaging the products and services that you sell. Remember, selling 4 cookies for half the price is better than selling 10 at full price. And tip number 5 is value. Constantly and consistently think through and re-engineer the products and services that you sell to see if you can add more value to the marketplace. This is Mark Michalot from Building Aspirations. We hope that you enjoyed these 5 tips to address the slowdown in your business. If you got value from this video, we would love for you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Just hit the subscribe button. And also, we provide a lot of valuable information in our email marketing newsletter. So if you're not subscribed to the Building Aspirations newsletter, just click on the link in the box just below this video to subscribe to get some valuable tips on a regular basis on how to grow your business. This is Mark Michalot from Building Aspirations. Thanks for listening.